It's start time with the Star Roddy Rod.
Disclaimer: the opinions and beliefs of me and my fellow guests are our own biased opinions and to not be taken to heart and to not be ridiculed. But please enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. This is your boy Ken, aka Mr. Gentleman, and I am the host of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast and 1/4 of the Premier Boys Podcast. And you are now listening to Star Time with the Star Roddy Rod. Yeah!
It's start time. Yeah, it's me, Roddy Rod. The Star Roddy Rod is back. Welcome back to episode 2. And today, I'll be digging in deep into the cancel culture. Basically, if you've been under a rock, cancel culture has affected a lot of celebrities. It has banned a lot of people. And I just want to dive deep into it a little bit. It's been all over. I've been seeing it a lot, but I don't think I really spoke out on how I feel, like, to an extent, and, let's go. Let's see what, So, first of all, I feel like, the First Amendment, freedom of speech, everybody has it. Everybody has freedom of speech. Now, some people they go like water mouth. Like they just speak what's on their mind. They don't care what they say. Some people, they formulate their thoughts. It's crazy, but the whole cancel culture is really bad. Like how I think that cancel culture should be more appropriate about what you do in a negative light. But also there's people who said a lot of things. Twitter have exposed a lot of celebrities, a lot of people. Our ex-president, Mr. Trump, was a big tweeter. And he got under fire for a lot of his tweets. Being in that much of a public eye, you're very much scrutinized just as much as somebody of celebrity eye as Kim K or Kanye or even Drizzy Drake. So he probably thought that he was the man in charge, he was the power, and he didn't care what he tweeted. Now, he wasn't the only one that was basically canceled. He got his account. He lost his account at one point. And Donald Trump was not able to get on Twitter for a long time. So I feel like with, when we cancel people, what they say, what they do, but more about what they do. So, like people such as Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, and the Milli Vanilli scandal that got exposed, where they definitely deserve to get canceled because they got exposed in the concert where they won a Grammy and it wasn't even them recording on the song in the studio. They had to get stripped of their Grammy. I agree that they had to get canceled. My man's R. Kelly, he did some horrendous stuff, which I'm not going to talk on here because I'm not, but y'all already know what it is. So he kind of deserved to get canceled. But it's kind of hard to separate the art from the man. It's very hard, you know? Like, his music, this man has a gigantic catalog of music. Great music. Now, there's a lot of artists out there, don't get me wrong. We're all tempted to play him, no matter what. No? So it could be real difficult. Like, especially when the whole scandal, like scandals are really something that really, really mess up people's life for good. They wasn't even getting ready to get over the Chris Brown scandal, and that happened so damn long ago. That was damn near 13 or 14, maybe 15 years ago. Like, get over it. This man is probably the closest we have to MJ. And you won't let him do a tribute. You're lost. You know? I don't remember what, Roseanne had lost her show because she had wrote something. And the scandal really messed her up because it went from Roseanne to the Connors. And she was booted off her own show, which was real crazy. Now, she's not the only one that lost her show off of scandals. You know, you have a lot of people that lose their show because of stuff they do, contract problems, behind the scenes stuff. So it's not the first time that happens, but to be the lead of a show and to have that show go to the other cast and get booted off is really ridiculous. But at the end of the day, I realized that this culture is very sensitive. No, we live in a sensitive time where you gotta watch what you say, you gotta watch what you do, and with the instant moves of video, social media, and news, tweeting, everything is an instant. Like, you say something is all over the internet within that minute. You do something, somebody's filming you. Like, and then not only that, like, people just get canceled for the littlest things, man. Like, I tell you. But the thing about people, some don't forgive, some don't forget. People was giving Dr. Dre a hard time after that Michelet documentary. And that man did not deserve that. Like, that was something he did when he was way long ago, like damn near like 1920. Like, he made a mistake when he was little. Now he's probably not that dude. But y'all don't want to give this guy a hard time. Like, so like, cancel culture is a powerful thing. It can really lose your livelihood. Like, the baby, he lost a lot of money, and he don't even what he did, and he don't even have people coming to his concert willingly. At one point, they had 2-for-1 sales for his tickets. Like, there was Nick Cannon who got fired off of America's Got Talent. Now, that wasn't a big loss for him because he bounced back and he had a lot of stuff going on. This man is always hosting. This man's always producing and doing stuff anyway. But no, these were noticeable cancels. These were noticeable cancel cultures. We all won't forget the Travis Scott incident. But now I'm hearing that man is still touring. I mean, he got sued by a lot of people, but he bounced back. And basically, these celebrities don't like how animated cartoon, adult cartoons are marketed. They had Boondocks who mocked a lot of celebrities, including Tyler Perry. Had that whole episode, just changed the name. You had Family Guy mocking everybody. South Park who mocking people. They freaking did an episode with the whole election of Hillary versus Donald Trump. And it was like a prediction that they knew that he was going to win against Hillary. But also we have The Simpsons. The Simpsons, they do a lot of prediction. They do a lot of mockery. Now, we also live in this world where like cancel culture is so sensitive that in TV interviews, people are picking apart TV interviews of what you said. The whole scandal with Kanye coming on Drink Champs was huge with his anti-Semitic views. That man got dropped the next day off of everything. Nori had to come and apologize. The Drink Champs episode had to be taken down. Like, if you got to understand how powerful and how real this cancel culture thing is and how much of a livelihood these people that I named, pretty sure they took a big hit in their finances. I'm pretty sure they weren't getting booked for a lot of stuff for a little while. Not everybody can come back from that, And at the same time, it's like, even with Jussie Smollett, when he did that attack, when he had that attack on him with the two brothers, they ended the whole Empire. The whole Empire show was not the same after that. Like literally the next season it ended, and prematurely. They didn't want to, like, it ended because of ratings too, not because it was time for it to end. But with the disappearance of Jussie Smollett, it was a big presence that was missing. So it's like, and he's definitely was canceled for a long time with that. So it's like, it don't even matter who you are. Like, you gotta respect everybody, whether it's black, whether it's LGBT, or whether the person look like you. We are all here on this earth, and we all should be respected. Like, what you say is being taken into account no matter what. Whether it's, something you met in the midst of a moment, or you was just joking around. I'm just here to tell you that cancel culture is real. Cancel culture is something that, it's gonna be there forever, especially with the advancement of how we get our news, the advancement of how we have live of how a lot of these streaming services and a lot of these news networks want to do interviews. Like, tell me everybody wasn't tuned in to the Gayle King interview with R. Kelly. Like, come on. That was probably like a week or two after the scandal and the surviving R. Kelly stuff. So it's like at this point, it's just like, that's really how I feel about cancel culture. Like, it's really something that has been tearing people's lives up, and not everybody deserves what happened to them. But no, you gotta hold yourself accountable for your actions every day. A public apology would be good, but a lot of people, they look at it like, you don't mean it. You don't mean that public apology. You did what you did, and now this is the repercussion. This is the cause and effect. That was the cause. This is the effect of what you did. Like, a lot of people they gotta do their shows, they gotta go live, they gotta act. That is how they make their living. Even though these days artists can do a lot of businesses, can get entrepreneur endeavors, and they can get featured on stuff to make money, but that's got to be passive income. No, your real money will come from appearances and doing shows. Even appearing on the show or appearing in the movie got to be more money than these endeavors, unless you're Rihanna and you have Fenty, or unless you have a liquor brand. But anyway, all I gotta say about cancel culture is that it's something that has affected everybody, and sometimes I even have to watch what I say or what I post, because I'll get called out and I'll be afraid to get canceled. So that's how I feel about cancel culture. By me, the star Roddy Rod. This is the star Roddy Rod, and I'm the host of Star Time. So I want to tell y'all about this awesome show that I'm on called the Premier Boys Podcast, where it's just me and 3 other brothers, Ken Mr. Gentleman, Ken Talk Aaron Sands, and Long Live the Chief Matty Mal, discussing topics of the culture and our opinions, latest news topics, latest stories, scandals, and we have a lot of fun doing this, We talk our own opinions. Sometimes it's real raw, real raunchy, and sometimes it's just fun and games. So, listen to it with an ear, of enjoyment. We're here to entertain you, We talk about topics of the news. We talk about reviews of shows. We just talk about anything from music to current events and everything in between. So you can catch us on Wednesdays on all streaming platforms, with the exception of Spotify. So after you listen to this, go right ahead and listen and subscribe to the Premier Boys Podcast, recommended by me, the star Roddy Rod of Star Time. All right. It's Star Time. Thank you for listening to the second episode of Star Time with me, the star Roddy Rod. Cancel culture, it's a terrible thing. It affects livelihoods. All I gotta say is, if you say or do something, hold yourself accountable because other people will. So this week, I want to give a shout out to a show I was on called A Little Bit of Everything with Me, Angelica. So everybody, check that show out. I was on there for 2 episodes. A Little Bit of Everything with Me, Angelica. And I did one when I was talking about my DJ days, DJ Retro. I also did another one where I helped them review a show of 90 Days Fiance. So yeah, she has a lot of content. She has a lot of stuff. It's cool that so you have a variety of things to listen to when you go online. She reviews shows. She has interviews. She has segments. It's called that for a reason, So check her out on all social media platforms. And shout out to her. Her name is Angelica, and she's real cool, a real vibe, positive vibe for you to work with. So follow me on social media at the Star Roddy Rod. I don't say how to spell the star, but Roddy Rod's RODDY ROD. You can find me here every other Monday, or you can find me on the Premiere Boys on Wednesday, featuring Ken, Mr. Gentleman, my boy Aaron Sands, King Talk Sands, and the Chief Mally Mal. You can also catch me on the Old School Show coming back in May with Ken, Mr. Gentleman. Or definitely, follow me on social media to keep you updated with all the show appearances and everything about me. And make sure you like, subscribe, and share the show to anybody who will listen. And return back here for the next episode. So this is your boy Roddy. I'm out.
Hello, everybody. This is your boy Ken, aka Mr. Gentleman, and I am the host of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast and 1/4 of the Premiere Boys Podcast. And you are now listening to Star Time with the Star Roddy Rod. True.